Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Chine Moss. How are you today? And hi, Best Yet. Hi, Lydia. How are you? Chine Moss, you got some beautiful potatoes over there. I'm so jealous. I could never get mine to grow that big. But you had me like, I want to grow some more potatoes. They looked great. But hi, welcome to the room, everyone. I am getting ready to can up some peach orange marmalade. I have everything ready to go back there. Half an hour ago, I was a mad mess with all them peaches, but I got them ready to go. So I have 12 peaches because the recipe that I'm using, that is also linked in the description below, says 5 cups or about 4 pounds of peaches. So I measured it and I think I had just over 4 pounds of peaches, which was 12 peaches. I dipped those peaches in some hot boiling water to help get that skin off for about 30 seconds. And then when they were done, I went ahead and dipped them in some cold water. I know it says ice bath, but my ice is so precious around here. I feel some kind of way using it like that. So I just did really cold water. Hi, Angela. How are you today? So I got my peaches. Luckily, I was using all Freestone peaches, and Freestone peaches means that the pit releases from the meat of the peach very easily. So I just quartered those up, took the pit out, and I have actually everything in my blender back there. I have 12 peaches back there and 2 oranges all in the blender ready to be processed. So the instruction says 5 cups of peaches or 4 pounds, 1 cup of finely chopped or ground oranges, and says the same thing for the peaches, finely chopped or ground peaches. 2 of my jars of corn broke in the canner yesterday, but I still have 5 jars of corn. Why do you think that could have happened? Do you recall how the glass broke? Was it the bottom, almost like a clean break, and the bottom came out? Or was it actually like a shatter or something? Because in my book over there, it tells you how you can identify the different kind of breaks to help troubleshoot what might have been the issue. Just the bottom. Okay. So here is my giant book from the Purdue Extension Office, Mastering Home Preservation. This is the master class that I took in early June this year. And it covers first safety, freezing, dehydrating, water bath canning, pressure canning, pickles, fermentation, and jams and jellies. But I remember in one of these chapters, it said there was a picture of the different breaks. Hi, Marcia. How are you? This is so good. I'm learning so much. I have been waiting all day for this. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Thank you. And I apologize. They are back there cutting our grass. I was about to say I haven't seen them all day. But yeah, when I got up this morning and let the dogs out, they were at my neighbor's house. We all got the same lawn company. And I was like, oh, come on inside. Let's go because they're about to cut our grass. Nah, they're going to show up now. Okay, so here, I'll take this page out. The different kinds of breaks. And this would be your break. And it says one piece or few pieces, that's called thermal shock. And I know thermal shock is usually where usually the hot temperature of the glass, something cold, it came into contact with something cold and it had a little thermal shock on it. I've had it happen where I was canning frozen corn before and I did not thaw that corn all the way. And I knew it. I just thought it was okay. Like there was a cold spot in the middle. It all wasn't the same temperature. So when I put that corn into the jar and then I put that boiling water into the jar, because there was still a cold spot in that corn, the temperature dropped. And then when I put that jar into my super hot pressure canner, it was too much of a temperature difference and it dropped. And I actually have a video about that. You can see it on the video where the bottom just pops open at me. But I always say it happens. It's happened to me probably a good 5 or 6 times. It happens. Like, you still did a wonderful job, Chine Moss, and I am so proud of you. Just the bottom. This is so good. I'm learning so much. I've been waiting for this all day. Hi, Rambling Homemaker, and I believe you're Allison. And Chine Moss, is that your name? Is that okay if I call you that, or is that not your name? You go by your real name? My real name is not TT, but I don't mind if people call me TT. So let me know. So excited to be here. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Good afternoon, TT in chat. Hi, everyone. It looks like we have 12 people in the room. So hi, everyone else out there that isn't in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Alice, it is correct. I'm going to put this back in here. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button for me, it would be greatly appreciated. So, as I was saying, I have about my 4 pounds of peaches back there and my two oranges. All of them have been peeled and chopped up, but I just threw it all in the blender. And then I have the peel from one of my oranges, and that is finely chopped as well. My phone cut off back here, so I'm gonna try to fix it. All right, I think it's working. I don't know what's going on here, though. It's getting on my nerves. There you go. Okay. Yes, Chine is my daddy's name. It's okay. Don't forget to hit the like button. So here is everything. All the peaches and the 2 oranges that are in here. So I'm about to mix these up in the blender. It's a lot. I turned it off. I'm gonna do that a couple more times. The setting is on chop. Can't really see. The setting is on chop though. making everything all nice and chunky. One more time. Okay. I need my instructions. I don't think this calls for any pectin. It does not. Just reading the instructions. Measure the prepared fruit into a kettle, add remaining ingredients and stir well. Boil rapidly, stirring consistently to 9 degrees. What? It says to 9 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's missing a digit or something. Oh, 9 degrees above the boiling point. So with the sugar, it will allow it to boil a little bit higher than 212 until the mixture thickens, then remove from heat. So we're going to start pouring everything in here. Peaches and oranges. Here's my orange peel. Turn that on. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then all the sugar we can get in there, 6 cups. Turn it down a little bit. 2. 4. 4. That's a lot more. 6. And stir. Now, normally I have my jam and jelly maker that does all the stirring for me. But when I make marmalade, I do it on the stovetop. Got a little piece of peel in there. in the chat. Hey, happy Thursday, Gina. My challenge is sugar at 60. I just can't have that much sugar. Any suggestions? Can you use maple syrup or honey? I'm not sure if you can use maple syrup or honey with the jams or jellies or marmalades, but there are low sugar recipes. And if you're using a low sugar recipe and it calls for pectin, use a low sugar pectin. You don't want to use a regular pectin and a low sugar recipe because it's anticipating that much sugar. But you can modify the recipe. I would just say use a specific one. It's the same, but it just got different instructions, if that makes sense. Go stir. Here are my jars. I'm using these. These are 8 ounces, but they're more flat. So I'm use those. I'm gonna get them in here and ready to go. And I have 7. And that's the only thing with jams and jellies. It takes a lot of stirring. That tastes good. Still tastes a lot of sugar, so I'm hoping that sugar kind of tones down a little bit. But I can taste the orange. And there were only 2 oranges in there, but I can taste so much of the orange. It's gonna be good. Is it Azalea? You can call me. Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm not saying that right. Azalea? Azalea? Or Chime? I'm going to get it right. So I know the difference with jam and jelly is usually just made from fruit juice. There's nothing in it. It should be see-through, no chunks in it. Jam has the fruit chunks in it. And marmalade has, and do you say marmalade or marmalade? But marmalade has the fruit peel in it. So that's why we put that orange peel in there. And I've never like bit down into it and been like, I'm eating lemon peel or anything like that. Never had that problem. Is this on? So just keep stirring. See those peach chunks in there. And while I was peeling peaches this morning, I actually peeled and pureed some more so I can make some peach fruit leather. I'm just going to go to the store and get some applesauce after this. I say marmalade. but can't say which is correct. I don't know either. I say a little bit of each. Pronounced Asia, right? Asia. That's pretty. It's country. No, it's not. Yeah, Gina, it's not country. I think it's very pretty. It is. My favorite is as Tia. I will sometimes get, what's that short for? Tia. Just Tia. But um I have a sister and her name is Zakia and we just call her Kia. But I'm like, okay, I can see why they might think that Tia is short for something because she got the Z in front of her name. My kitchen smells like I'm really doing something in here, like I'm baking or something. That's a little orange rind. I'm gonna take that out. I don't think that's gonna break down. Okay, it is boiling. I'm like, it's taking a long time, but it's getting there. So boiling is 212, and this needs to go 9 degrees. So that would be, do my math, it would be 20, 21, 221. $170 now. Just keep stirring and let that do its thing. And you're stirring so it doesn't stick. This is why I use my cast iron to kind of help regulate and it doesn't stick. My regular pot, I know it would stick. It's gonna get me. That's a little better. $180. And I do not have time to be risking my life of using this digital. 203, almost there. $2.10. Going down to 11. Still says 211. I'm wondering if maybe that's as high as that digital one goes. I find it extremely hard to believe that it's still the same temperature. Okay, 215. Now I got all burnt up playing with this stuff. That's looking good. Oh, it does go above 211. So this says 215 too. Keep stirring, don't let it stick. You don't want it to burn to the bottom. And this is the plus with the jam and jelly maker, because if I was using the jam and jelly maker, I would have set it and walked away. I will have to demonstrate that at some time. I have some videos on it, but I'll do it live one day too. $2.20. And let this go for a little while longer. I need gloves. start getting my jars ready so I can fill them up. All right, these are ready to be filled. One 1/4 inch headspace. I got one more jar in the canner. I have some left over, which is fine because it is not going in the canner. I'm gonna eat it. And I do not debubble my jams and jellies just because of the consistency of them. They're so thick. Now, normally I would say that was easy, but I got all kind of 3rd-degree burns on me, so they're not getting my easy vote. So one did pop, however, none of them, the little knobby thing, are down, so I'm going to disregard it. Let's go. Okay. So those are in, and the setting on this is turned up to canning. I do want to put the rest of this marmalade in something before it starts to set on me. But it's just going to go in the refrigerator. Or you can freeze it. There. Done. Need this. All right, so those just need to process for 5 minutes. So once it comes up to boiling, we just got to wait 5 minutes. Let's see what the chat says. Patty LaBelle says, Lady Marmalade. So you're probably right. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Spooning with Sunshine. I'm late, but I'll catch the replay. You're fine. Be patient. Marcia says, be patient. Tia, calm down. Hi, Lydia. Did she use the jam and jelly maker? I did not, because I'm making the marmalade, and I've haven't used it for that. With the marmalades, they usually don't have to go, because I know with the jam and jelly maker, it'll go between 25 and 20 minutes. The marmalades don't have to go that long. You really just need to get them up to temperature. But I'll plan to do a live where I show you how to use the jam and jelly maker. Yes, I made it on the stove. My hands are so sticky. My arms, my clothes. How's my day? It's good. It's going good. How about you? Hi, Stacy. I will be saving all of these videos. Very informative. Thank you. Did fantastic. Thank you. So let's see. I had 7 8-ounce jars. And the recipe actually gave me 8.5 because I have another 8-ounce jar back there and a 4-ounce jar. And I know yesterday I said I was going to have some biscuits, and I forgot. I forgot to make my biscuits, y'all. But here it is. It's hot. I wish you could smell it. The orange is so, like, you can still smell the peach, but the orange in it is what hits me first. Trying to think how I can get me some biscuits. I think we're gonna have biscuits for dinner. I was gonna make some smothered pork chops. And it was gonna be like as low carb as could be. I know smothered, it's got carbs in it, but other than that, we weren't gonna do rice. We were gonna do cauliflower rice. But I'm making some biscuits so I can have this. He just won't have none. Put the oven on now. Cooking on air fry. Huh? What? Turn the oven to air fry? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, for the biscuits? So confused. I don't think I have any. I do. I do have biscuits. I thought I was going to have to go get some. Biscuit and marmalade. I'm going to be bringing my old plate. I got them Pillsbury's. I don't make my biscuits. Pillsbury makes them for me. $3.50. Okay, so that's boiling. So we just have to wait 5 minutes and your delicious marmalade is done. Cook them biscuits. I am. Let's see. It says 20 minutes. This is so sticky over here. I'm gonna have a time cleaning. And I still got some left. Who's coming for biscuits, y'all? Is that a YouTube Do t-shirt you have on? Designed by Miss Lydia herself, Best Yet Journey. Made by Tia. You coming for some biscuits? Come on. And like I said, I'm doing some pork chops tonight too. So I got my stuff unthawing. I think I need to go get an onion though. So what does everybody have going on today? You're going to need more if I come. YouTube University, that's right. What are y'all doing today? I got up, I worked from home a little bit this morning and just started picking up and cleaning up around the house, putting labels on all the stuff that I've canned. I finally got my tea for my kombucha. I was just waiting on my jars to finish sanitizing, which just beeped at me. So then I'll be making that when we get done. And then I'm also going to do my peach fruit leather, which the peaches have been pureed. And then this is what they look like after they've been pureed. And then I will add applesauce. I feel like the reason for the applesauce is to Let's not play. I'm going to get them in there. We're not going to act like we didn't hear it beeping because I heard it beeping. But I feel like the reason for the applesauce with the fruit leather is to help thin it out, but you're not using water. And I say that because there was definitely a texture difference in the strawberry applesauce that I did, and then the strawberry applesauce blueberry, which had less applesauce than the two fruits. So I think that's why you add the applesauce to help thin it out, but without watering it down. Working. Well, kinda. I'm trying to collect as many tomatoes as I can from my garden. I will be making some pasta sauce. That's right. Yes. I'm gonna tell you, after I made pasta sauce for the first time from scratch, I ain't never went back to store-bought pasta sauce. I do not want to start store-bought pasta sauce. I will make it for myself each and every time. Tour studies and repotting house plants. I need you to come over. My house plants ain't been repotted in years. They ain't been watered in weeks. But I always try to get the no maintenance one. Putting starts outside as well as dropping some seeds. Okay. Make your sauce, Stacy. I try to put my little chickens with the big chickens, but the big chickens peck the little chickens, so I will wait another month to put them in. Wow. So the little chickens, are these ones that you purchased, or the little chickens, were they actually hatched? Did you hatch them? And I repotted some plants today too. Okay, y'all been out there in that garden. Y'all been working. I started potting 3 pots in the bathroom. I'm getting addicted. I'm up to 3. All right now. We just got our landscaping done a while ago, and we've got the pots outside and the plants that we want. But honestly, they still sitting in the nursery pots. Dirt sitting right beside it. I ain't touched. It's too high. I ain't touched the plants to transplant them to the big flower pots that we have for them. I got the baby chickens at Tractor Supply. Okay. I'll be seeing them baby chickens at Tractor Supply. And I'll be wanting me a chick so bad. And then I heard they don't take the chicks back. So it's not like I can just get a chick, play with it for a little bit, and bring it back. They won't take it back. But I'll be looking at them chicks. That's right, Bess. Yet it's going down in a few days. Trying to ripen some now. All right. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to take those out. I'm glad that this looks completely different than the other one, so I don't get it confused. So I just turned that off, unplugged it. I'm going to set it like that. So y'all have been busy. I know when I get done with this, I'm going to see how close those pork chops are, because I do want them to slow cook. So I'm going to see how close those are to being unthawed. And then I'm going to crochet, because I'm going to finish my pocketbook that I'm crocheting before we go live tonight. And if anyone out there wants to join us, Lydia, Bessie Journey, and I have a second channel called Humboldt Stewart's Crafting. And usually we work on a different project a week, but I'm going to say probably these last couple of weeks, we've just been crocheting and chatting. Busy hands, talking about life. So if anyone wants to join us, we will be doing that. Make a section for them in the van that they can't get in or out. Is that the chickens? I have been lazy today. I haven't been in the garden yet, but definitely go out there within the hour. I harvested yesterday, but need to water today. I meant to text y'all this morning. I'll tell y'all work on a purse to tell y'all to work on your purses. I went out in the garden and I feel like I was so discouraged by my peppers, but they're finally coming along. And I think I can actually pick a couple. Yes. And if anyone wants to know, I did pin the link to the chat in the link to StreamYard in the chat. So if anyone just wants to come up here and chat, talk about their day or anything like that, you are more than welcome. I need to wash my hands. They're so sticky. I'm going to go take a peek at my biscuits. I picked peppers today. You did? So I have some wax Hungarians back there, and they say they're supposed to get longer. They're kind of like they look similar to like a banana pepper, that yellow greenish color. And they say they're supposed to get longer, but they're starting to turn color. So I think I'm just going to go out there and pick them. They're ready to go. And then I have some, I don't know what they are, but I noticed they're starting to get like wrinkled, which to me, I'm like, okay, they're ready to be picked. So I guess I'll go out there and pick those couple of peppers. Dehydrate them, because that's all I ever do with mine. The little chickens sleep in the back of the van, and the big ones sleep in the middle. They have separate runs, though. Best Yet got eggs over there. Y'all, she doing the darn thing. She is. Them eggs. And them chickens ain't even got up to full speed yet. They just warming up. But the amount of eggs, I told you, go and get you a little farmer's market stand and just sell you some fresh farm eggs. People will buy those up. Hard to grow anything in extreme heat and no rain. Marsha, where are you again? She says, wait about 3 months. Where are you? I'm not a good grower, but I do pretty good with the Aero Gardens. And I don't have Aero Gardens. I feel like Aero Gardens are high priced. I have knockoff Aero Gardens. Kentucky. Okay, I was thinking, I thought I had a cousin that was in Louisville, but she's in Tennessee, I believe. But yeah, I have knockoff Aero Gardens. They're called IDOO, IDOO. Got them on Amazon. I have 2 of them now. I love them. I love them. Be able to have fresh lettuce in the wintertime is so nice. I remember years ago when they were doing those lettuce recalls. I wouldn't let anybody have lettuce. You order a Big Mac, get it with no lettuce. We don't want a lettuce at dinner. No lettuce. We're not eating healthy. So it's nice just to be able to grow my own lettuce all year round on my countertop. That's definitely a great idea to sell your eggs. 80 Stacy got them inflation prices. I don't know where you shop, but that don't work. I really want to purchase 5 more chickens, but at the same time, I want to wait till the ones I have go broody and let them sit on fertilized eggs. But I can't wait. I think that's a good idea. I think you should wait and then just order you a second batch. And then when the ones you have go broody, or when you just done with them, then you can process those, sell it or can it or do whatever, your fresh chicken, and just have like a constant rotation. I'm talking, I don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. Okay. Besides the sticky countertop, almost broke my nail, had to catch it. Besides the sticky countertop and the burns on my arm, that was probably the easiest recipe that we've done all week. And you know, the corn and the green beans were super easy, but you only had to let that process for 5 minutes. When you boil the feathers off a chicken, it stinks. My grandparents used to do it back home. I did not know that. I've seen it on, I've seen a pig be processed on YouTube once, and that was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a chicken or anything else. Some birds can lay up to 5 years. Dang. I think the meat might be tough. You're right. She definitely can get 5 to 10 a dozen for, you're right. I have a cousin and a coworker of hers sells a dozen fresh eggs for $5. So on Monday, we canned green beans, pressure canned green beans. On Tuesday, pickles. On Wednesday, pressure canned corn. And today we did the marmalade. And tomorrow, chicken soup. Please, please join me tomorrow for chicken soup. That's going to be really good too. But this marmalade, I'm waiting on my biscuits. I have seen pigs and chickens processed, and I have processed deers myself. Wow. I was just asking my husband the other day if he would ever go hunting. We're city people. We live in the city at heart. But I know we were looking at firearms, and we had actually went to the range, and they were talking about the difference in some of them. And I had asked if he would ever go hunting. He was like, yeah, I got to get the permits and everything. Would he go? He was like, I'll go. And I was like, great, but don't bring that home. Process that with your friends. Don't be bringing that home. They're going to be free range and dead. They keep playing with me. They're going to be going down in the woods. Lydia. And then I can't get him back up to the coop. And then if I let the dogs out on them, yeah, you're right about that. I need a deer. so I can make dog food for my 2 dogs. I'm interested now. Why particularly a deer? Is it better in nutrients? Because I know my butcher shop over here has deer, and I like to make dog food, but I just usually give them chicken or a little bit of salmon. Why deer? Let me know. And do you give them raw? Do you feed your dogs a raw diet, or are you cooking it? Backstrap's the best. I have one more large piece of deer left from last year. Wow. Before we got Kodak, I eat deer, not the dogs. Before we got Kodak, we had 2 little Shih Tzus, and we had tried like the raw food for them. They wasn't having it. I got bougie dogs. They wasn't having it. I haven't tried it on Kodak, usually because I'm not going to give my old man back there raw food. So Kodak gets what he eats. It can be any wild animal. I want to pressure can the dog food. Wow. I need to get on your level. Give my baby some food. Check my biscuits. Almost. Yeah, wow. I'm gonna need to see a video on that entire dog food making process. I am so tired of buying dog food. They don't even like it. Kodak either. Chewy has to get his specific food. You know, Chewy doesn't have any teeth, so he's very limited on what he can eat. But Kodak, like, I don't want that. And he won't eat it. He'll eventually eat it after we let it sit there. But he will not eat it. He wants me to doctor it up. He wants some gravy. Sometimes I have even put it in Chewy's, because Chewy's food comes in a container. I put his food in Chewy's container and poured it out. So he was thinking he was getting Chewy's food. He ate it then. High protein, low fat, but venison at the butcher is expensive. Is it? And we try to give Kodak the high protein diet since he's so energetic. I'm thinking of Martin Lawrence. Hunting season in Georgia starts in September. I don't even know when our hunting season is. I'll know when I'll start to see like the stuff go on sale in the stores. This paper just stuck to my arm. I'm still sticky. Don't make no sense. Please, not my mama biscuits. Yes, second Saturday in September. That middle one not done. That one is. Tia. Let's talk about kombucha tonight. Okay. Okay. You said I got my tea back there. It's room temperature now, but my jar just finished sanitizing. I remember you said a clean sanitized jar. So I went ahead and sanitized my jar in the dishwasher. Oh, I know you go. Yep. Let me show you. You didn't hear no crunching. You didn't hear no potato chip bag. You didn't hear nothing. But both the dogs, that came in here, Chewy can't even see. He can't even hear. But he right here, and Kodak is right here. Look, I smell biscuits. Y'all have a good day. I have to get to it. Bye, Stacy. Thank you so much for joining. Look at that. I ain't seen them dogs in a couple hours. Kodak been posted by the door asleep. See you tonight, Gina. Chewy, he always at a loss for words. But I kid you not, they came out of nowhere. I'm going to give him some. Looks good. Thank you. Here, Chewy. He likes the biscuit because he don't have teeth. Here. It's very good, y'all. I highly recommend you give this a try. It wasn't terribly difficult, just dangerous and messy. But it was not. It wasn't difficult. I'm over exaggerating. It was not difficult. Just get your peaches. If you're getting fresh peaches, you just got to peel them and cut them, or you can get peaches from the can or frozen peaches. And then chop them up, grind them some kind of way with your oranges from the grocery store, of course. And your 6 cups of sugar and your lemon juice. Stir, 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 stir. Stop telling Chewy business. Chewy don't play with his food. Only time Chewy wake up. So we got the Ring camera in the house. And, you know, I usually get home about 5 o'clock. I kid you not, 4 o'clock. Chewy starts making his rounds because he knows it's almost dinner time. And you can see him on the camera. He will wake up from a dead sleep. And he'll go to his little food bowl and he'll sit there. And he just kind of stares like, how come ain't no food in here? And then he'll pace the house a couple times and go back to his bowl. How many jars did I end up with? I ended up with 7 canned jars. And then I have 1.5 that I'm just going to put in the refrigerator. So that is 8.5 jars altogether. 8.5 8-ounce jars altogether. Do you drain in the can? I would at least try to drain most of it, because I feel like the peach juice would make your consistency, like this hasn't set yet, but it's still got a loose consistency. When it sets, it will be a little thicker. So I would say you don't really want to mess with your consistency or anything. So at least try to drain most of the juice. I'll be there for dinner. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. That's so good. I've only made the strawberry marmalade before. Strawberry lemon marmalade. I can't tell you which is my favorite now. I would have sworn up and down before today that it would have been the strawberry lemon. But this is so good. It doesn't hit you with peach. That orange is just the right amount of orange. Not too citrusy, but you can taste just a little hint of it. And it kind of puts me in mind of honey. Almost feels like it might have a little honey in it, but there's no honey in it. It's delicious. I can make that best yet journey cocktail with this. Okay. I'm gonna be sipping on it. Say less. Say less, sis. I got you. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go because I really don't have anything else to talk about. This was so quick. Join me tomorrow at 2 p.m. where we're gonna be canning up some chicken soup. And what I will have prepped beforehand is the chicken will be cooked. I'll probably just put the chicken in the pressure cooker because I ain't got time to sit and watch it over the stove. I'm just going to put in the pressure cooker some chicken breasts. And then I'll dice those up, and then I'll have my carrots, onions, and celery. Maybe even a little bit of pepper. I might throw in a couple peppers because I feel like I do want it to be very vegetable forward. But yeah, that's it. So I will see you tomorrow. Gina says, what is the other channel? Lydia, if you're still in, can you put Humboldt Stewart's? I can do it. Humboldt Stewart's Crafting. And we go live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, we usually do a different project every week. But here lately, probably the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been doing, thank you, Lydia. Wait. Okay. Here the last 3 or 4 weeks we've just been crocheting and chatting. Different subjects, just chatting while we're getting some rows done. Last week we started on a purse. It was a crossbody, and we were all at different stages. And I feel like we're all going to have differences in opinion, so it's going to be a very interesting chat tonight. Next week we can paint. Yes, I'm all down for painting. Okay, go, because I'm on my cell phone in it. Let me get it pulled up here. You know what? There we go. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the link to the live tonight, just because that's what came up. It's thinking. There we go. Got it. All right, so I'm putting it down in the chat. Oh, really, Lydia? But if you wouldn't mind stopping over with us, we just love to chat. Chat about life, what we got going on, what we doing, what's coming up. But yes, I'm gonna let you all go. If you could please hit the like button for me, I would greatly appreciate. And please join me tomorrow, same time, same place, and we're gonna be canning some chicken soup. Bye, y'all.